today with Mr. Eric Smith. He's the president of SmarterCashFlow.com. Today we're talking about 3 financial strategies to skyrocket your income. Of course, at number 1, we talked about reduce taxes. At number 2, set up a home-based business. Now, I'm excited about number 3, my friend.
Number 3, that is cash flow success, and that is learning how to invest properly. Earlier I mentioned how that there's 4 quadrants of investments, and most people invest in the wrong quadrant. The first quadrant is what we have is called cash equivalent, and that's where you have your CDs, savings accounts, money market accounts, and so forth. And generally these yield very low rates of return. But then you have bonds, and you've got a variety of bonds, municipal bonds, federal bonds, mortgage bonds, corporate bonds. And this is where companies and the federal government is simply borrowing your money to expand and do different things. And those have pretty guaranteed, reliable rates of return. And then you've got stocks, where you can participate in the stock market. And then the 4th tier, or the 4th quadrant, is assets. Most millionaires are created in quadrant 4. Assets are when you build a business, you buy a McDonald's franchise or build a Subway franchise, or you are like the founder of BET and you build up an empire, and then you can sell those types of things and then you cash out. That's your exit strategy. Most millionaires are created within that quadrant, and then many are created in quadrants 2 and 3. But very few are created in quadrant 1. Unfortunately, 95% of the population, Larry, invest in quadrant 1. So then they put their money into the banks, put their money into insurance companies, and then these institutions take your money, lend it to people in quadrants 2, 3, and 4 who are building empires, and makes them millions, and you're sitting back here just getting pennies on the dollar and wondering why you're not getting ahead, because it's a lack of investment knowledge. So what we teach people in our community is how to use professional money managers and where to go and get higher rates of return. I mean, if your car was to break down, you wouldn't get out there and try to fix it yourself. Most likely you take it to a mechanic, especially if you drive a new car. If your plumbing messes up, you're going to call an expert in that area. But in poor and middle class, they all want to try to manage their own money, and that's not what wealthy people do. They pay professional money managers.